Mr. Jazz.
Actually, it was my father. Yeah, my father used to be a conductor, classical conductor, and later he was running a music school. So I started playing piano when I was 4, and trumpet when I was 9, and there was always music in our house. So I'm very, very happy and very full of gratitude for that. I mean, back then we played a lot together. Also, my sister is also a musician. So when there was Christmas, you know, that in the church we always played with the family, and yeah, of course. My parents are from Czech. They were fleeing the Russians. History is repeating. So they came to Germany before I was born. I was born in Germany. My father had this big music school, and I started super early. I had amazing teachers in my life. My first piano teacher, she was the organ player from the church, super nice lady. And later I had a teacher in my gymnasium, and he was the person who introduced me to jazz. And yeah, so music is my life since I can walk. And I'm very happy about this. How to say that I'm very happy that somebody taught me to play music before I could even decide if I like it or not. So I do a lot of things. I run a big festival in Germany. I'm a professor at a music school, and also, I mean, mainly I'm a musician. I play 2 instruments. Most of my projects I even manage myself, so my workload is insane. So yeah, I try to spend time in nature and in silence. Like for me, silence is the best inspiration for everything. What I did recently, this year I started to do, I start every morning with a walk. So I get out of bed and I walk for 1 hour. I take a microphone with me and my phone, and I just talk my brainstorm, you know, whatever is in my head, I tell it to my phone. That's an amazing way to start a day. So, you know, my thoughts are somewhere, and I'm focused, and I have fresh air and sunlight in the morning. These things are super important. So I also meditate. So yeah, it's, for me, this is basically the main challenge. You know, like being on stage also helps a lot. Playing a concert for 1 or 2 hours where there's no phone and no laptop and it's just music and me, that's the biggest, you know, this is where I get all the energy back. Hey, I can't tell you about the headliners in 2026 because the city of Berlin, they like to mention the festival and how great the festival is for the city and blah, 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 but they don't like to give money, you know, so we're in a situation that we don't even know how we do the festival. Of course it will happen, of course we will manage, but of course we would love the city of Berlin to not only blah, blah, blah about the festival, but also act. Besides that, we have a very young booking team. We have very young artists, so we also have a very young audience, which is really great. The festival is amazing, has a fantastic vibe, and actually the festival is my link to Ukraine, because this is how the connection to Odessa actually started, because I was approached in 2019 or 20 if we would be interested to do a XJAZZ edition in Odessa. And this didn't happen because of COVID. Then the war started, but this is where we had where my connection to Odessa actually started. Oh, actually, the concept of we did our festival abroad a couple of times, and the concept is always we have some local musicians, we have some musicians from Berlin, we have some international headliners, and also we do collaborations between musicians from Berlin and musicians from the local scene. In the beginning, in the first edition, we had a collaboration with an amazing dance company from Kiev, Apache Crew. I don't know if you know them. Vodorudu, like they're so great, and we did a collaboration with them. We also did some distant things, you know, like musicians in Odessa were playing on video, sending it to Berlin, you know, like these kind of things. And then we also brought quite some artists from Ukraine, yeah. Momento Odessa project started in 23 with a recording in Odessa, quite improvised, quite short term. We went there and recorded music with the Philharmonic Orchestra, and then immediately after that we had the idea to bring the orchestra to Germany, which is of course quite challenging. You know, it's very short term, a lot of people, quite a financial risk and blah blah blah. But we managed to do it, and since then we played 30 concerts together, 24 in Germany, 6 in Ukraine. The collaboration is amazing. It's beautiful. We had a lot of highlights, like we played Berlin Philharmonic Hall, we played Leishalle Hamburg, we played in the opera in Odessa this year, which was amazing. We played in Kiev this year. And now, from November 23rd, we play another 12 concerts in Germany. Again, Berlin Philharmonic Hall, a lot of big venues. It's a beautiful project. It's great to play with the musicians, with the orchestra. The string players are so good. The conductor, Volodymyr Diki, is so amazing. Yeah, and now we are really like a team. You know, we played so many concerts. And the music is great, people love it. You know, it's great to play this music in Germany. It's great for the German audience to also get an emotional connection, because people in Germany are a little bit tired of, you know, always war, Ukraine in the news, you know, so I feel like, you know, that the support is a little bit shrinking, you know, and so that's important to, you know, to show, how to say, to have an emotional connection with the audience. You know, suddenly they realize, you know, when they see people on stage from Ukraine, and I tell them, hey, each member of the orchestra has family members who are at the front here or whatever, you know, or today we play in Germany, but tonight there's a bombing in Odessa. You know, this is somehow people who understand it on an emotional level, you know, and it's not just reading it in the news. And also it's great for Ukrainian refugees in Berlin, in Germany, who also love to see the orchestra. And for the orchestra, I think it's quite a relief, you know, to be on tour, to have quiet nights, and play this music too. It's a wonderful project. I'm super happy we are doing that. Besides all the challenge, because it's big and it's a lot of organizational work, but I'm very much looking forward. To be honest, I wouldn't consider me to be a trumpet player. I consider me to be a musician. Okay. You know, like, of course, Miles Davis is the god, but not only as a trumpet player. You know, as a musician, as a band leader, as an innovator. Bach is the guy. You know, I mean, if I could listen to one song for the rest of my life, it would be Goldberg Variations aria. I can listen to that 1,000,000 times. I mean, it's the best. That's the proof for God, or however you call it. You know, it's amazing. Yeah, 3. What's the third? And then there's a lot of other great music. But I would be fine with, you know, Bach, Goldberg Variations, and Kind of Blue. I'm happy. All the information is there. I'm an artist, you know, and artist brains are quite strange, you know. Of course, there are moments when I'm very happy, and of course there are moments where I'm very, very dark and very depressed, you know. So the amplitude is very big. I mean, there are things to be happy in life. I have an amazing son. You know, this is you know, as soon as you have kids, the question of the sense of life is answered. That makes it very easy. I'm happy to play music. I'm always happy when I play music. I'm happy about my profession, you know, like I'm so full of you know, I really love to travel, to meet people, to be in places and play music there. It's a great life. And yeah, like today, you know, coming to a great city, to another country, playing music, sharing emotions, it's super beautiful. And yeah, sometimes we forget about the good things, you know, because there's a lot of shit happening in the world. I mean, it's obvious, yeah, and it's very hard to think of a bright future. It gets harder and harder because of so many so many things going in the wrong direction, you know, war, climate, AI, who knows, you know, like all, and the combination of all of that, you know. Yeah, but we can't control the big picture. We can only control our own mood, and we can control our environment, like the people around us. And yeah, to be honest, I'm working hard to be happy. It's like I really understood. It's not like it's not you wake up and you're happy. It's like you can fix your mood. You can. It's takes some effort, but it works. I mean, for example, if I wake up every morning, I feel like shit. You know, super depressed, super dark. I think I'm the worst trumpet player on earth. I have no concerts. My money situation is a complete disaster. You know, that's the mood when I wake up. I go for a walk for 1 hour and I'm fine, you know, and I'm full of energy. So, you know, like I learned how to play a little bit with the chemistry in the brain, and it works.